It's time for Good Day Sun Lakes with your host, Anita Lawrence, with special guests from Sun Lakes Restaurant, Food and Beverage Manager, Joseph Johnson.
Hello, I'm Anita Lawrence, your Good Day Sun Lakes host, and I'm excited today to have Joe Johnson, a new member of the Food and Beverage team, with me to introduce him to the Sun Lakes community. Welcome to Sun Lakes, Joe.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm great this morning. A little warm out there.
Yeah, I think I was telling you earlier. I'm ready for winter. I don't need fall. Just go right to winter.
Yeah. Well, I do like fall, but I could stand some cooler temperatures.
You know, I feel like I'm walking around like a melted ice cream cone half the time here. So I'm ready. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Well, from looking at your background, I understand you're from the Midwest.
I am.
I am too.
Okay.
Where are you from?
All right. I was born in Ohio.
You
know anything about Ohio?
I was born in Ohio.
I was born in Columbus, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
Moved to Canton years later. So I was born in Columbus, Ohio, moved to North Canton. My dad is a minister, and he got a call to go to Wisconsin. So we moved to Wisconsin after that. Stayed within the Midwest here.
Mm-hmm.
Did junior high school in Wisconsin, college in Minneapolis, Minnesota, then moved from Minneapolis to Arizona, and then from Arizona out to California.
Okay.
So I made the trip.
You did.
So
well,
I've been everywhere, man.
I stayed in Ohio until I met my husband and moved out here in 1975. So I've been a California girl longer than I was an Ohio girl.
Yeah, I love California. We've gone back to the Midwest a few times to visit, but everything else has been west now.
Yeah.
Ever since. So.
I love it out here.
So I do too. I do too. I'm trying to move closer to water. I'm getting there. Sun Lakes was my next stop, so maybe eventually I'll get down by the ocean at some point. So.
Well, I think this is it for us.
Yeah,
we love it here.
Probably is it for me too. So.
Okay. Well, you joined First Service Residential and the food and beverage staff on July 11th. So you've been here a little over a month now.
Correct.
What is your role on the food and beverage team?
So my title is Food and Beverage Manager. My main focus is front of the house. Okay. With the three of us, myself, Tom, the Food and Beverage Director, and Chris, our Executive Chef. Chris focuses on the back of the house. I have the front of the house. And Thomas directs both of us through that. My main focus being in the restaurant, assisting with the lounge, and then also assisting Thomas with any of the banquets and any major events that we have going on. Mm-hmm. So managing the staff from there, putting together all the training programs and everything. And that's my main focus here.
Okay. Well, we have a busy fall and winter season
very
coming up with
busy.
All the holidays.
Very busy. I'm looking forward to it. We've got a lot of great activities coming up. Most recently, we're going to be starting up Monday Night Football, which I'm excited. Finally, represents fall coming as well. We're going to be doing Taco Tuesday coming up. So we've got a lot of wonderful events coming up and planned for everyone. So
I'm sure everyone's looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's been a great time. You know, like you mentioned before, I've been here for just a little over a month now, and all of the activities that I've seen go on over there have been fantastic. Mm-hmm. It's really been wonderful. There's so many activities, and which brings people over and brings us to our restaurant and lounge, which we love.
Yes.
Which we love, so.
Well, can you tell our viewers about your background in the food and beverage industry?
So I've been in the industry for, a little over 30 years now. I attribute my love for food and beverage really to my mom, which goes back to my mom gave me a very different birthday gift one year when I was about 12 years old. She told me that she's going to take me for for an entire month each week and teach me different skill sets in the kitchen.
Oh. Basics,
cooking, all of her little secrets, all of her recipes that were handed down from her mom and grandmother and things like that, and taught me kind of that love of cooking. So I always thought that I was going to end up being a chef at some point. Throughout my career, I never ended up being a chef, didn't have the money to go to culinary school and things like that. So when I started out in Scottsdale, Arizona, working for a hotel. I started out in room service, and quickly came into management, managing restaurants at that point, and I've really done it ever since. I've lived vicariously through other chefs, and I'm constantly nosing around back in the kitchen to learn everything that I can. And having met Chris now here as an executive chef, and he's just a world of knowledge as well, I'm excited to be back in it. So.
And what is some of your most recent experience?
So, most recently, I was the assistant general manager up in Yucaipa in Oak Glen at the Oak Glen Steakhouse up there.
Yes, we've been there.
Famous restaurant up there. And prior to that, I was at Victoria Club, which is a premier fine dining, well, it's a country club, but their main focus is on fine dining up there. So I was the dining room manager, an assistant food and beverage director up there.
And that's in Riverside?
And that's in Riverside.
Okay.
So I was there for a few years, and prior to that, then I was in Sacramento, California, and I was at a historic fine dining restaurant called the Firehouse Restaurant, which is located in Old Town Sacramento.
Okay.
That was a wonderful experience. I learned a ton about food and beverage, and particularly wines up there. And yeah, and so my career has been through small restaurants, fine dining, casual fine dining, and hotel restaurant management.
Okay.
So I have a pretty diverse and pretty wide knowledge. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you work very closely with Thomas,
yes,
Chef Chris, the kitchen staff, and the servers. What do you hope to bring to the patrons of the Sun Lakes restaurant?
Well, with my experience, as well as Chris and Tom, gosh, we bring almost 90 years worth of experience to this community here. Our hope is to bring an excellent dining experience for everyone. And it isn't just about the food. It's about excellent service that we can provide the guests. It's about providing that atmosphere, which is really the camaraderie of everyone coming together in this community, and everyone kind of knows each other, and they can sit down, they can enjoy a wonderful meal, have great service. If they want, afterwards, go to the lounge. On the weekends, go out to the veranda and enjoy some of our great music that we have out there. And I look at what I do and what I bring is really a collaboration, not just from me, from myself, Chef, and Tom, but to the community as well, because everyone's got great ideas. Everyone talks to me about it. We have committees, we have clubs, we have people meeting about it. So it's really a collaboration and a really good work in progress, for that. So all that I can hope to be is be an integral part of that, and bring my experience to the forefront and make it all cohesive, so that it's a great experience for everyone.
Great.
So.
Okay. I also know that you have a passion for and have had a career as a voice actor.
Whatever do you mean? Why, thank you for bringing that up.
Can you tell our viewers a little about that?
Yeah, I got started in voiceovers really back in 1994, and that was before really the internet was hitting off, and computers and everything. Everything that I had to do for demos and putting my voice out there was on a cassette tape, and you had to record yourself, mail that in, hope that you get a call back for something, and everything took a lot of time. Nowadays, it's on the computer, it's put into a file, it's sent off immediately.
Yes.
And you can get a call within a day and find out if you get the job or the part. For me, it was commercials. I used to do a lot of commercials. In college in Minneapolis, a friend of mine, we were on the AM radio station. Now, much like this station here, where you generally broadcast predominantly to this community here, yes. The AM station was only to our campus.
Okay.
The only ones listening. I don't think anybody was listening, because I think we were on at 2 in the morning. but we would put on music, classic rock, things like that. So that was my first bit into doing voiceovers and doing radio spots. And then throughout the years, I've had a handful of commercials that I've done, but really, and most recently, in 2019, I took the difficult decision to retire from food and beverage. And I thought, I really want to take the plunge and get into voiceovers full time. Well, COVID hit, which generally didn't bother me because I'm at home anyhow, in my home studio. However, it forced everyone else to be at home as well. So people with a good voice that happen to have a microphone, and I've always thought, well, maybe I should get into something like this. They all came out of the woodwork. So work started to
dwindle?
Well, yeah. When there was really only 500 of us going for a particular commercial or even an audio book, suddenly there was 5,000 people auditioning. So the field really got saturated very quickly. And that's kind of led me to get back into the food and beverage, just because I missed it. I missed the camaraderie and meeting people and everything from there. But since 2019, though, I decided that commercials were going to be difficult to do, but not everyone's doing audiobooks. And I enjoy reading. We grew up without a TV, so we read and read and read a lot of books. And I thought, this would be my voice lends itself a little lower and a little slower to Westerns. So I've worked with several authors now, and actually getting ready to do another book, completing a third book in a series of Western writing. And I've worked with some great authors, and I've had a really, really good time in it. And it's not over.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'm continuing to do it, so there'll be more.
Well, I'm glad you're here, though.
Well, thank you.
You still do that a little bit on the side?
I will still do that on the side and do this on the side as well. So.
What do you enjoy doing during your leisure time?
Well, voiceovers. So that's for one. I am an avid poker player. I love Texas Hold'em. So I sit and play poker probably most every day. I play a little poker. And then I'm a drummer.
Oh.
I'm a musician. So I've played drums for a number of years, and been in bands, here and there. My brother's an excellent musician. I'm always trying to get into his group, but I don't think I'm good enough for that. But I've really enjoyed drumming. Other than that, I'm a father of 3, a grandfather of 2, and I just enjoy my children and grandchildren, and I take time off.
Yeah.
I enjoy taking time off and doing that.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
And they're only little for so long.
And not even that. In fact, my youngest my grandson is just turning 3 in 2 days. So.
And when they're teenagers, it's like
they don't care anymore.
They don't care anymore till they're about 22.
And then
they
want
to come back and see Grandpa and Grandma. Yeah.
And hopefully not move in.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Right. Well, before we wrap this segment up, is there anything else you'd like to say to the Sun Lakes community?
For the people that I have met, I would like to say thank you. Everyone here has been incredibly warm. They've been welcoming and inviting and very inclusive. So it was an easy transition for me to come out of retirement and come back into this community. And really, for the people that I haven't met, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to providing an excellent dining experience for everyone with our team and with your collaboration. And that's really where I'm at. This is going to be a great experience. I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you for having me.
It's been my pleasure to have you here today and to introduce you to the Sun Lakes community. And if you haven't had the opportunity to meet Joe in person yet, stop by the restaurant and say hello. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Anita Lawrence for Good Day Sun Lakes.